Getting ungated and approved to sell big brands and categories on Amazon FBA is a big roadblock for 99% of beginner Amazon sellers in 2025. But what if I told you there's a ton of brands that'll automatically approve you from day one with no invoice or receipts needed? In this video, I'm going to give you a full tour of how to find and sell profitable inventory in a popular AUTO-UNGATED brand, the easiest way to find a lot more AUTO-UNGATED brands. And if you stick around to then, I'm going to give you a big list of AUTO-UNGATED brands that you can get ungated in from day one, even as a complete beginner. Let's jump right into it. All right, guys, so we're here inside my screen over on the JCPenney website. This brand called Stafford is typically an AUTO-UNGATED for pretty much everyone, so you can go ahead and plug this in on your Amazon account, go and list an item, hit request approval, and apply to sell. There's a good chance it lets you sell right away from the get-go. You can go ahead and check that. And the cool thing is, I know that Stafford only comes from JCPenney's, right? So this is really the only place Stafford items come from. If I plug this in on Google here, right, I can see Stafford men's, right? I can see the only place that comes up is JCPenney's as a supplier of here. So we know this is where this inventory comes from. As well as right now, there's President's Day deals going on. So if I go ahead and just search Stafford on JCPenney's, I can see there's a good code right here that takes this from a retail price of $40 down to only $22.50. But I actually checked Capital One Shopping, which is a free coupon extension, and I saw there's an even better President's Day sale, an extra 30% off that factors in here that actually overrides this deal as well. So I added an item to cart to go ahead and check that. Right here, we can see gets it down to $142 for the 8 of them right there, which ends up being about 30% off this $25 price point right here. So now what a lot of beginners think the best way to do Amazon product research is to just go through random websites and look through their clearance sections, which is known as manual sourcing. That's a lot harder. What makes a lot more sense, in my opinion, is actually starting out on the Amazon side of things and finding proven Amazon products and then going ahead and looking them up. The cool thing is Stafford, I know, comes from JCPenney's, so there's really only one place this inventory comes from. And now, as long as I know how to make items good on that retailer, which in this case is going to be that 30%, I can go ahead and execute on this stuff. So all I'm going to do is actually leverage the Amazon search data to see items that sell quick just by searching Stafford up here. So now I can just go ahead and see these results and scroll down here past the sponsored listings, and now I can see stuff that I know is selling quick. 100 plus bought in the past month, 300 plus bought in the past month, 200 plus bought in the past month. And according to Google, right, looking that up, there's really only one place for this inventory to come from. So now I can go ahead and open up these listings, and we can go ahead and see if these Keepa charts look good and see if any of this stuff goes ahead and is profitable right here as well. We can see more sponsored listings right here, right? We can see, take a look at these guys right here as well. Right, and we can open these up. So we can take a look here, right? Now we just come to these listings, and what I immediately want to do is use SellerAmp and Keepa to go ahead and qualify this stuff. A lot of people think you need a ton of complicated and expensive software to do this stuff. All you need is SellerAmp and Keepa. I have full tutorials on my channel you can check out as well. But my first order of business, I can see this is an 82K BSR. You want to stay below a 200K BSR as a beginner. And now we want to go ahead down here to the variations tab on Keepa, right? So I can see the variations that are moving nicely right here. So we can see, yeah, these are up at like 48, for example, and there's good movement in the offer count. So I know these are selling out. People are selling out. People are restocking here. So at 48 here, right? Typically, in order to be profitable on an item, you have to buy it for 50% or less of what you can sell it for on Amazon. So we can see our max cost about 22 right here. So this is where we want to pay below. And the cool thing is SellerAmp takes into account shipping, fees, sales tax, literally everything, guys. So if we go ahead and just plug these in on Google, just hitting the Google button, we can see where these are carried. So we can see these are at, what's it, 25 here. Right? So we can go ahead and see. So we know we're getting 30% off here, right? So rather than this 25% off, right, we know we're getting that President's Day deal right here. So that makes it even better, right? We see 30% off extra. So we can go ahead and plug in 34.5 here, right? Then we want to take off that 30%, right? And now we can see we're close to being profitable on something like this. But I also want to use discounted gift cards on this too. So if I go ahead and plug in a discounted gift card here from Cardware, which is a great hack to lower your buy cost and create more profit margin, I can see I can get like 13% off where you're using discounted gift cards, and the average is even higher. So if I go ahead and take off, 13% right here, now this listing becomes profitable above that 30% ROI criteria, right? So on a winning product, I want to see $3 plus profit per unit, and SellerAmp takes into account shipping, sales tax, literally everything. So that's the net ROI, right? 30% plus in ROI, and then under a 200K sales rank. And I want to see nice movement on the Keepa chart here too. And I can see this listing's been profitable for a while here. This is an example of a profitable product and something all you guys can sell right away from the get-go. And obviously this deal's not going to be going on forever. Very few deals are going on forever. Some do though, in terms of coupons like email account and text sign-up coupons like Dick's Sporting Goods has. But that's how this stuff works, and that these deals repeat themselves at future holidays. St. Patrick's Day, Easter, Mother's Day, Father's Day, Memorial Day in the coming months. And that's when you can go ahead and clean up on this stuff too. And we can see these are AUTO-UNGATEs you can sell right away from the get-go here. So we can see this is a great looking Keepa chart. The competition's trending down. The price is nice and stable and even going up. Now we can just go ahead and plug this in on Google here. We can see. So let's take a look here, right? We can see, yeah, $30 minus that 30% here. So $30 minus 30% here, right? We can see we're close, right? Even with the discounted gift card, taking off that 13% or so, we just buy a $100 gift card for $87. That goes straight to our bottom line. We can see this is close. This is not quite there though. What I'd want to do is actually add this to a seller amp spreadsheet and get this lead organized for the future and just take a look at it in the future. That's a big mistake a lot of beginners make, is they'll find stuff like this that's close, that's not quite there, that has, yeah, this totally has history of being profitable up at like 38 a couple months ago, right? And last year, right? We can see that's been profitable, but a lot of beginners will just scroll past it, right? So we can see right there, right here. So we can go ahead here and next one up here as well. Let's see. Yeah, 33 right in the buy box right there. 33 in the buy box. Good movement on this. We know this listing actually sells. I always get asked like what variations sell best on a specific product. And the best way you tell that is by taking a look at the offer count movement, because the sales rank doesn't change between the variations, but the Keepa charts do, right? So we can see here, and let's see, what does this guy end up being here? Let's see. So yeah, 25.5. So 25.5 minus 30%. Right? We can see close once again, right there. Yeah, we can see not quite there. So once again, close, just not quite there. No problem. Not every listing is going to be good, not even close. And that's okay, guys. Right? So we can see, yeah, right? First order business, always want to head to the variations tab, right? Then you want to make sure you have your variations tab organized correctly, similar to mine here. So we can see, yeah, 35 here, right? So we can go ahead and see, yeah, 32 FBM, right? But I bet it's going higher here. Yeah, we can see, yeah, 35 right there in the buy box, right? So we can go ahead and plug this in here. Right, we can see Stafford right here. Let's see, these match, boom, right there. So yeah, 25.5 here, right? So 25.5, right? Minus 30%, right? And we take off gift cards too. Always love using discounted gift cards right there. We can see close, but we can also see that it's an FBM star in the buy box, that it doesn't ship from Amazon. So I know if I FBA this and sell it Amazon FBA, I can take advantage of what's called the prime bump and price it like 10% higher here, right? Because Amazon wants to give the buy box to FBA sellers. So now this is another example of a profitable product there, guys, too. So you guys can literally run this whenever these deals are going on and find other profitable products from there too. It actually is really simple when you know how to make a specific website good, and you learn that just by putting in reps and doing sourcing. When you find profitable AUTO-UNGATEs like this, other ways to find more pretty quickly, guys, is just coming down here and taking a look at the other sellers that are selling this item and opening up the other brands they're carrying, right? Just by using the storefront stalking method. And pretty quickly here, you can see inside their storefronts. And now you can go ahead and see, okay, so Stafford we know is an AUTO-UNGATE. You can go ahead and plug in Trader Joe's and see if that AUTO-UNGATEs, right? Arizona Gene Co. Extroversion. And watching this, you can literally go ahead and plug in all the stuff. And there's a good chance some of this other stuff is AUTO-UNGATE after you hit request approval and apply to sell. So you can start out with Stafford, then storefront stock from there to find other profitable AUTO-UNGATE brands too, and run that same exact play on them, as long as you can figure out how to make that specific website good. But don't see stuff that does require documentation as a big roadblock. I have a full ungating tour on my channel. You can get ungated really easy, guys, just using email confirmations and receipts. Just make sure it is the same product and 10 plus combined through the invoice or invoices. Some retailers will limit you to 5 plus or 8 per order. You can just do multiple orders to get ungated. And here's a big list of automatic approvals as well. So this is a big list of AUTO-UNGATE brands we put together, guys. You guys should go ahead and go through. It's linked in the description. It's completely free. It's just a big list of ASINs without the black, obviously, right here. There's a bunch of quick, easy wins like Stafford, Cuddle Duds, Athletic Works, J. Crew, that typically most of you guys are going to be able to get several of these right away from the get-go, even with no sales history. Every account is unique, though, interestingly enough. So stuff that's AUTO-UNGATE for me won't be for you, and even vice versa in some cases. And literally all you do is go through this, guys. You just go to Amazon Seller Central, add a product, paste the ASIN you get in from right here. And we can see, I think there's like 1,700 ASINs, and almost everyone's able to get 100 plus approved right from the get-go. Once you validate a couple of these, honestly, you really don't need to do much more of that because you've proved, okay, I can auto-ungate stuff on my account. A lot of beginners think that's not the case. Go ahead and plug these brands in. You'll pretty quickly see for yourself. So go ahead and take action on this, guys, and then you can do storefront stock from there to find other auto-ungate brands. Look them up on Google, figure out what websites carry those, and if you use the different discount methods like discounted gift cards on Card Bear, submitting tax exempt if a retailer takes tax exempt, looking on Capital One Shopping and Coupon Birds, the free extensions for deals, and waiting for different holidays to go on for taking advantage of different holiday deals as well, you're going to find profitable products. And if you guys want personalized one-on-one help directly from me implementing stuff, now's a great time to apply for my coach program. So take a look at that down below in the description. If you want personalized one-on-one help directly from me, you want to get on Zoom one-on-one to live source together, you want one-on-one access to me via my personal phone number, you want to be around other Amazon sellers crushing the game, take a look at that. You can see some people we've helped, put in your information and apply. And thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. I hope you enjoyed the AUTO-UNGATED sourcing.